Here's what one more time sounds like. I think you are going to love this one. Okay, so let's look at both the music and the chart for it. Okay, so there's the chart. Let's have a look at the music too. Okay, so here's the music. Turn a little light on here. Okay, so first half. Let's have a look at the first half first. Okay, so the right hand is in one position the whole time for the first half. That's pretty good to know. So I want you to notice that finger 3 is on E. So let's look at where that is. There, finger 3 on E. So I'm not going to tell you. You tell me, what hand position are we in? All right. So let's notice some different things about this. Do you see that we have the same rhythm over and over? Every measure on this first page is the same, except for here. Do you see what's different about this versus all the others? So first thing I want you to do is tap this rhythm. Ready, go, and a 1 and 2 and 3, 4, 1 and 2 and 3, 4, etc., etc. Always the same thing till we get to here. This is syncopated. 1 and 2 and 3, 4. So it's 1 and 2 and hold, hold. Okay, that's the different one. I want you to notice what intervals we have at the beginning. I'm not going to tell you. You figure out what interval that is. Look at that measure, exactly the same. Now, do you see that we have a different interval? Starting on a different finger, too. What interval is this? Okay, now we go back to the first interval. In fact, it's exactly the same. Something new here. Notice that we begin on the same note that we ended on here. It's our syncopated measure. And here, notice what finger we're beginning on. And again, we're always in the same hand position. So look at how far that is above middle C. Figure out what finger you need to start on. And Sophie, I'm not telling you everything because I want you to think. That's what makes you remember, right? Okay, that's the first half with the right hand. Okay, first half with the left hand. The left hand is also in one position. Thumb is on a location point. Well, that's convenient. So we play. We go down how far? Read the intervals. I want you to notice what this pattern is. I'm not going to tell you. Read by intervals. We need to remember what that sign means. That's a flat sign. So that means that you play the very next key in that direction, right? So if this is middle C, we go down a second, but we make it flat. Okay, that's where we play next. I'm not going to tell you the rest. I want you to figure them out yourself. I want you to make sure that you follow the fingering really closely. Okay, and that will make it so that you don't get stuck. All right. So that is the left hand first half. Now we're going to look at the second half. So second half is the second page right here. So let me get the light up a bit. Okay, it begins, let's do the right hand first. The right hand begins the same way as on the first page, okay? Here's what is different though. And that is on the first page, we began with our third finger on this first note, which is E. Same pattern, different finger. That's really important because if you don't do this, you're going to get stuck. Okay, so now we put our thumb on E, play exactly what we did at the beginning. And again, what intervals are those? Now we move our hand again. Now we are putting our thumb on F, so we're getting in the habit of moving around. And this puts us in position to be able to just put down our fifth finger and be on the right note. That's a location point. I'm not going to tell you what it is. Okay, then we go down a third and make it flat. And I want you to read these intervals really, really carefully, just like we did in reading notes, where you say play, down a third, down a second, up a whatever. Okay, I want you to do that. Figure out those notes for yourself. Now, we're repositioning our hand again. Here we were in one position. We have to move to a new position here. Read these intervals very carefully. I'm going to give you a hint. Is that the intervals do not always match the fingers. So if you're going from 3 to 1, this is just an example. It may not be what's really here. That might not necessarily be a third. Okay, so be on the lookout for what finger and what interval. Sophie, notice that I've changed the fingerings here. So we're going to go 5, 3, 1, 2, 1. Then we put 3 on that same note. So we're repositioning the hand. Then on the last line, again, I've changed the fingering. Finger 3 is going to begin. It's a different position than we had back here. So we go 3, 3, 3, 4, 3, and then I'm changing these fingerings too. 2, 1, 2, and stay on 2 here. And this is the most beautiful ending ever. You're just going to love it. 2, 1, and this fingering I really like. And I think you'll recognize this chord, but I'm going to ask you the question so you can answer it at your lesson. What chord is this? Okay? And that's the right hand on the second half. Second half, left hand. So we are going to begin the left hand exactly as we did it on the first page. Finger 1 on our middle C location point. Finger 2 on the B flat. Then 1, 2. So this is all, I'm sorry, 1, 3. I should write these in. 1, 2, 1, 3, 1, 4. Let's see if I like that. No, I don't like that actually. Okay, I'm going to change that. We're going to do this with finger 2 over here. Then finger 3 over here. Finger 1 here, and then we're going to pop our arm down like that to get to that chord. And I'm going to have you figure out the notes on your own, 5 and 1, obviously, okay? So that is all you need to know. So show me how much you can learn by using this video that I just made. If you want, you can go to simplymusic.com. I'm sorry, it's students.simplymusic.com, and you've got all the resources there, so you can look at videos that Neil has made. So have fun, and I will see you at your lesson.